explosive take on Elon Musk since the last episode.
Well, before we start, welcome to the SE Spice Exchange. I finally got a name.
We got a name.
Very random.
What is up with the Spice Exchange? What does that mean?
I figured things are very spicy these days. Yeah. So it's nice to exchange ideas. Hopefully in a very balanced and compassionate yet logical take between the two. That's the goal.
To do with our Asianness and spice.
Well, that's what the SE is, the Southeast.
Southeast.
But also, the spices for the Asianness.
Why are we all Asian? There's too many of us here.
I like it. I like
that
way.
We need somebody. We need a female and we need another color.
There are some people who I talk to when I share the clips that like some buddies are like realtors and stuff. Kev here is a realtor, but I wanted to like talk and stuff. So.
Kevin Lim Realty. Shout out Kevin.
I actually did want to talk a little bit about some of the realtor stuff, like because I made a decision to get a car recently. But anyways, before we jump to that, I uploaded a clip, new clip from our last episode.
Yes,
of Elon Musk, a take on Elon Musk. It was quite a strong.
It's a great clickbait title here.
Explosive
take on Elon Musk. Can I just read some of my favorite comments?
Yeah, please.
Top comment.
Shout out to these people.
Grindkin TV. Dude is delusional. Biased take. That's me, I think.
Could be me.
I don't know. I think it's me. What the fuck, bro? You're insane. Trump American flag.
That definitely
Scott Combs
is you.
That's definitely me. Then there's one that says all people. I don't know what that means. Alex Weinman 5324. I love Elon Musk and F people that don't see what the guy is trying to do for the world. Fuck you. And then this Chris 5806. This guy's a clown.
You get a lot of clowns, right?
I'm a clown.
There's a lot of clowns.
Sick. Well, great comments. Keep them coming.
Yeah, dude. I think the hate feels...
You're making a splash.
Yeah, right?
Hey, freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. It's nice, yeah. Everyone has their own opinion. Yeah, I think here we're just curious. I mean, yeah.
It's the most comments I've seen just from like randos, so that's cool.
Yeah. Well, that was the first... Technically, it wasn't the first episode.
Right. Because there's some in the
first
archives.
episode, it's an archive maybe someday, but those are sort of prototypes.
I think I have long hair still in that episode.
Dude, we're in a different
Do you want headphones?
Too. Oh, yeah.
There's headphones on the ground right there. As long as it doesn't make you yell.
Yeah, I do yell a lot.
You do.
I always forget how this works.
So there's a right side and a left side.
This would be taken out now. Okay, here we go.
You're going to edit that out?
I did do some editing for it just to make it flow better. Man, I say so many likes. I'm clearly from SoCal. No, but
comment and subscribe.
Yeah, I had to remove I
think the issue with it.
I said it again.
I think if it was just an audio version, it's easy to do, but because it's like
I actually had to look. Sometimes I couldn't because the flow was a little bit weird. But my goal is to speak better. I think this is a good. Way to learn
how to speak
and articulate better. I actually watched a few YouTubers. There's a YouTuber called like Vin. He's big, but he's a Vietnamese guy.
Vietnamese? Okay.
Vin.
I know a Vin. He runs a body shop.
I know a Vin too. Yeah. But so it's good learning.
Nice. And we have Kevin here today. Thank you, Kevin.
We have Kevin. Thanks. I hope you come more often.
Yeah.
Actually, you were supposed to be in the first one, but you just sort of.
You're just downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs.
Doing something.
I was out of it.
No. You had important things. You were trying to win a porn mobile game.
What's the name of that game?
Mobile Legends.
Mobile Legends sponsor us.
This is terrible, man. I'm just wasting my life away with that game.
I play actually I play multiple mobile games, but they do take a lot of your time and it becomes like work. It becomes work.
Well, you're describing something, so I think you're allowed to say like there, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Although I could use that word less.
I guess so. But, I mean, we should have a like counter.
Oh,
if you want to edit
I think I will add that. I will add that.
You could probably code something to just automatically count it.
I will do that. I'll try, and hopefully by a few podcasts or shows, it would be reduced.
Tell you're trying not to say like.
I am. I'm going to speak slower now.
It's making you. That's fair.
I found when I was listening to you, you sound pretty nice. I do like
really
the way you speak. Mine is not acceptable.
Now that you're saying it.
There's one I do is like, it's like an and like one of those. And I also stutter quite a lot, especially if I have no idea, if I plan things, I won't stutter, but oh my God.
I feel like it's your way of like, it's my turn to talk now.
Exactly. It's like my turn to talk. Exactly.
It's a good audible indicator to let you talk. So it's fine.
So
true.
That's what I'm doing. But
we're all working on ourselves, whether it's physical fitness or vocabulary and phonics, whatever you want to call it.
Well, the first thing actually working myself, like there's certain milestones we go through and we work through that. And so one of the big milestones I was considering to do is either between purchasing a house, like a condo or a townhouse, or like purchasing a car. And so I was comparing between the two of those and talking to some homeowners and things, especially in the Bay Area. We live in the Bay Area.
Right.
The property tax is quite high because the homes are very expensive.
What is it right now?
I think it's 1.2% or something.
Oh, that's not as high as, a couple of years ago where it was like over 3, over 5, I think.
I think maybe interest rates are around 6 or 7. I don't know. Here's the realtor. What is it?
No, it's around 6 or 7. It'll go down with this.
Hopefully, but even so, there's still just property tax. Property tax you have to pay every month. And then here in the Bay Area, the rent.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, please tell me if I'm wrong. The rent here is actually cheaper in comparison to paying like property tax plus the mortgage plus the insurance plus and like not including all the other things compared to like SoCal, where SoCal rent is almost as much as here, depending plus or minus.
Kush, why does this keep auto changing to this camera?
Because it just goes like every 30 seconds.
Oh, really?
So you need to be active.
But
I wasn't messing up.
Okay. I noticed that.
On a car?
On a car.
To argue against that, for the sake of arguing against that.
Yeah, please.
Renting may be cheaper right now, but a house is a long-term investment. It's something you can sell later. I will never be able to sell this apartment. We can live in it and be cheap in it, but with all the stuff you're paying, it's kind of like a high overhead, but long-term, it's at least a solid investment. They're not making any more land.
I thought about that. Maybe Kev, you have some opinion about it, but if let's say the house costs $1 million and then you have to keep on paying, you have to pay this amount.
Yeah.
The property tax is pay forever. It's essentially something you have to pay. And so by the time you have to sell it, you're already paying a lot of maintenance fees for this house on top of it. And when you sell it, you're assuming it'll have some growth. So inflation, probably like $1,400,000 or something, but you might just actually, what might happen, I'm not saying it might always be the case. You might just, when you sell it, you're just getting that money back. So you're not really.
That's better than just giving rent money and then never seeing it again.
Well, you're sort of giving rent money in the form of the property tax and everything.
But then you get something back, period. The most we get back is what?
Well, you're not getting anything back for a property tax. You just pay, that's tax.
No, I'm saying if you sell your house, you get money back.
Sure.
We will never get anything back
Renting,
aside from the deposit. And even then, asshole owners will try to squeeze every last fucking dollar out of your deposit, trying to paint and all that shit. Fuck you.
But here's the thing on the mortgage, though. It includes the principal.
Yeah.
So we're building equity.
Right.
So the house, to get the principal back.
Well, isn't it like, it depends on the mortgage.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of the mortgage, I do know initially when you pay it, a lot of it's just interest and then eventually it becomes principal. So you don't actually pay off the house until a little bit later.
It is true. It's on like a curve, like a car loan, same thing.
But a car loan's it's a lot less in general.
It is.
And so
you're
just paying a lot. It's actually a lot. It's a huge commitment. So to me now, the way I view it, I would only really get it if I were really like have a family or something like that.
You don't even know if you're going to stay here, right?
Exactly. That's another reason.
I think the term is like 30-year loan.
Years loan.
Speaking to the mic, Kevin.
It's not.
It kind of cuts in and out when you.
Yeah, good.
I mean, you can't drive a house, but you can drive a car. What kind of car did you get, Min?
I chose, I believe last time that was in the one behind the scene podcast, I was interested in Mercedes.
And we saw that flying E-class. Wheel.
Oh yeah, and a wheel nearly killed us.
Dude, we saw a wheel tumbling down the road and it hit a service van of the Mercedes dealership and ricocheted into a new car.
Now, this may be because I watched too many superhero movies.
No way.
But I didn't. I stood there, right? But when I saw that dent, it was quite large.
It was sizable.
Yeah.
So no,
I would have died, injured at least.
I say not worth it.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Dang. But health is
health is wealth.
Oh, health is wealth, right?
Oh man.
No, but so that was like the E-Class. I was thinking about that. I didn't really consider BMW, but this guy really likes BMW. I did hear a lot of good things about BMW over the years.
From who?
Kev here.
Fucking ladyless.
Yeah. Hey man, clearly your car doesn't really do anything. But I decided after looking at the E-Class, it is expensive.
Yeah.
And seeing now when I just got a car, there's a lot of prices added on top of it too, actually. The E-Class is quite expensive. So I looked at the C-Class, but C-Class is so ugly.
Honestly, I remember the guy who was like trying to get us to buy the car, and he didn't do a very good job.
He didn't really try.
No, he was promising us waters. He never got us a water. He was, there's Red Bull girls around here. You could wave them down. I'm like, you wave them down. Like, we're about to give you a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
But no, he was like, well, if you guys aren't ready, he was just like, well, here's my card and call me, I guess.
He did this.
Was he trying to like play hard to get? Like,
I think
what the fuck was that?
Because as we were leaving, he's like, are you guys sure you don't want to buy it? And at that time, we were already leaving. Like,
worst date car buying experience. Like, if you're trying to get us in bed with you to buy this car, you're doing a very bad job, sir.
Now, Audi. So I decided to go with Audi. So when I arrived at the dealership in Oakland, pretty good service, I'd say. I walked in, there were people waiting for it. Now, to be fair, I made an appointment.
Okay.
And in Mercedes, I did make an appointment, but we came earlier. So they were surprised and they seemed to be unprepared.
Oh, no, an early customer.
Yeah, so that was odd. But anyways, so I came in, I talked to the guy there, and mind you, I always give people benefit of the doubt. So I thought he knew a lot, but as we were talking, he didn't really know a lot about...
The Audi guy?
Yeah, the initial sales guy. Didn't know too much.
Older than us.
Older. I really couldn't tell if he was either Filipino or Mexican.
What?
Yeah.
That's like me.
He's like
was it
that.
me?
Well, I can't tell you.
When on the identification card, I literally thought you were Indian because you had like a full beard. I think you were really tan, so tan.
And I was wearing green.
You were wearing green, and I think you wore like this weird hat that almost looked like it was like a Punjabi.
It's called a beanie.
Oh, your beanie, beanie, yeah.
It looked like a religious. Jesus
so I was
Christ.
like, oh, I'm working with the Indian guy. It was a Filipino guy.
I was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, my name is Dave. Nice to meet you.
Came in, they gave me some snacks, but man, if you work in tech.
What kind of snacks?
They gave me yogurt pretzels and Lay's barbecue. Now, I do not like Lay's and I do not like barbecue. So they picked the wrong chips.
Wow. White yogurt?
They're white frosted.
It's good stuff.
I like them.
Okay. Did it say Audi on it?
Water bottle. It did say Audi.
Was it a sizable water bottle? Or like...
It was pretty pathetic. But it was a good experience. Walked in, and when I looked at the car, did a test drive for each car, saw the I looked at S5s and A5s. And they didn't have any used, which I specifically said used, but I already knew I was okay with buying new. So I already had that in my mind. Though used would have been fine. So I looked at them.
How many cars did you drive?
So the one of the A5s and S5s.
Okay. Are they both hybrid or?
I believe they're all some kind of hybrid. Yeah, they're hybrid. They have like I looked it up. They're a hybrid system. I believe there's a plug-in hybrid version. Let's see. I have the picture of the notes. I could say what's included in this package.
It's like a true student.
Well, the S6 didn't have. I really like the blackout optics, which is just cosmetic things. It didn't have that, but they did have they had another S5 that was in a lot. It's red and had that, but
red car.
Red, yeah, red. But I heard red gets pulled over quite a lot. So I wasn't too interested in that.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting the Audi A5. It's a Audi A5 Sportsback S Line 45 TF SI
LMNOP.
LMNOP.
Jesus. I don't know what any of those numbers mean.
To be honest,
we're talking about cars, but like I'm not a car guy.
I'm not a big car Arbon would have been good here. I actually was texting him, our buddies here, and to ask for some advice because I was like, I also messaged Kev here too about it, and well, you too. And so I picked the car, and they negotiated price. The negotiation of price is like this, and I brought in my Honda Accord. Now this Honda Accord,
what year?
2007.
Oh, okay.
I graduated from high school, so it has a lot of memories.
A lot of ladies seen that back seat.
Freaking like none, except for none.
I mean,
no, that's not true.
Ooh.
It's one. But anyways, good times. Good times. It was a good car, and
a lot of stains.
Yeah, no, not really.
Okay.
But they wanted 1,000 for this car.
Wow, and it's like fully running.
It's fully running.
Yeah,
and I just did service on it too. I just did service, like oil change and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Breaker fluid and things like that. I believe I paid like $600 for that. What a waste of money. But anyways.
Nothing to somebody like you.
Maybe. And so I decided that I actually wanted to keep it at the time when I was negotiating.
Right.
And they were like, okay, how much do you want it for? I said I wanted to keep it. They were like, okay, we could go like 1,500. I was like, no.
I want to know why they want to buy it.
It was really weird. So I said, no, I want it. I said, well, what will you accept? I said, okay, maybe 2,000, 3,000. And of course, I go 2,000. If I was smarter and maybe I don't push too much, I would have said 3,000. But anyways, I said I did a range. I had 2,000, 3,000. So they're like, okay, 2,000. And they were like, okay, how about 1,800? I said, no, I don't want this. How about 1,900? It's like, no, I'm going to keep it. And then they finally said, okay, we'll do 2,000. If we do 2,000, will you sign here? And it wasn't even like a contract. They had me signing a lot of just white pieces of paper with just a Sharpie with a line on it. It said, please sign here. They're just asking for my autograph.
What the?
Constantly. And they were like, and once I signed, say congratulations. They kept on trying to do this congratulations. So like I believe some kind of mind game thing.
Yeah, because
right?
once they have you on a handshake, we had a handshake deal.
Yeah, so they did it throughout, even though it wasn't the final one. It was just like talking. And
They're like, do you want a bottle of water? Congratulations on your bottle of water.
Yeah, it was just I had so many handshakes and autographs. I made a joke. It's like, that autograph's gonna be worth something someday, right? So it's gonna be famous. But anyways, so they negotiated 5.9. They came out with some rates for like certain, like how long, like 72 months to 90, whatever the longer one is. Yeah. So that's like 7 years, and then 9 or 10 years or something like that. And then there's an option for a quicker, like 4 years or something. And so there's different rates. And the one I was looking for was like 7 years ish, so 72 months or something like that.
So which one did you get?
I did that, but it's
7 years?
No, 72 months or something like that. I believe
6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. Yeah.
Jesus.
So I did that, and they said it was a 5.9. Well, what's up?
There's the car buying rule.
What's that?
Like
what's the car buying rule?
20% down. I think I forgot the interest rate, but no more than 36-month loan.
36, really?
Yeah, because you end up just paying so much interest. Almost.
Hey, I just put cash down towards my principal. But that's good to know then.
I thought we talked about it.
We did actually.
Damn.
Well, okay, I did that.
You could always refinance it.
Yeah.
You could always refinance.
It's finance soon then.
Yeah.
Should have hit up Kevin. What were you?
But I guess I thought I said 72 months.
I don't know. I think I was gonna text you like, how many months were you gonna do? But I was like, oh, we already talked about it.
We did, but
You're just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
we kept
shaking hands and everything. But
was the rate better at 36 than it was at 72?
36. No, the funny thing is they actually didn't give me the option for 32 anymore. They sort of just took it. They took that option off actually.
Because
72 and the 90 something months.
Because they lowered your interest rate?
Yeah, so my interest rate was around 4.74. After no. So they initially like it was started at like 6.9 or something like that. And then it went down to 4.74%.
How?
I think they do that because they want to keep you longer. They get more money from the interest.
So they're like, we'll lower the interest, but we'll extend how long you pay the interest.
Right.
Bastards. I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna have a call with the the bank anyways, so I could probably talk to them about that.
You could shop around, yeah, because you have good.
So with that bank, actually, once I call them, I could look around for that.
Yeah, you could shop around. Go to Chase.
So I could actually change it then.
Yeah, you could change it, and then what happens is they'll transfer the title over to the bank, so they'll have your title.
I see. How often could I do this?
Whenever you want, but
interesting. Interest rating. I'm not a good money guy. I'm good with money, but when it comes to like complex things like this, I'm like, fuck me. The hell?
It looks like you could fix things at least with this, so it's not not a big deal.
You happy with your purchase though?
I don't know. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Just a splash.
When I got it though, I was more sad that I was losing my Honda Accord.
Did you take a picture of it?
I did.
Was it crying?
It was right next to the Audi.
Damn. See, when I got my new car, I was trading in a Toyota Highlander that was abused throughout the years of previous owners.
Oh, so you weren't the first.
And being the previous owners was my brother. So by the time I got it, it was like all the dents on that car was not mine. Yeah, it was like it sat there for a while, and yeah, it was just a problem. So by the time I got my car, I was like, later, piece of shit. Yeah, take $1,000 for it. It's fine.
1,000.
Yeah, they took $1,000 for mine.
Okay,
it was on the fritz. Like
yeah.
It barely ran.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's good.
Damn. So you're not a Honda guy no more, dude.
No, not a Honda guy.
Luxury person.
Yeah, I guess.
Jeez. Well, shit. You
I'm gonna say it's a
upgraded.
good choice. It's a really nice car.
Better than BMW for sure.
Debatable.
Nah.
No, yeah. So that's a big thing that happened, but so there's a lot of stuff happening in the news though with the car. I wonder if President Trump, if he will, because he's gonna do the oil drill baby drill thing.
Oh god.
I wonder if I even got in a good time to get a car or anything like that.
Why didn't you go electric like your boy fucking
Elon Musk? I'm not. There's no loyalty with me and Elon. Although I do respect the guy, and I think he's doing a good job with Doge.
Arguable.
I just don't like the minimalistic style of the Tesla.
What are you talking about? It's luxury.
It is luxury.
Apparently they're trying to like push Model Ys out the door because a new model got announced.
I did hear about that.
So there was like a 0% APR or whatever.
Yeah, but for how long? For that
until that battery blows you up.
The Model Y. Yeah, I did hear about that. I was told that I should consider that car actually.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
I think you got in at a good time because what if there's tariff wars with Europe?
Yeah. It could. I mean, Trump did mention all these tariffs with everyone, right? So, and none of them really started yet. Yeah,
I heard that tariffs or this idea of like taxing them is essentially, at the end of the day, we're going to be the ones paying for that because you tax the companies or you tax the countries.
Yeah.
And then the services, the price of the goods goes up. And who pays for those? The consumer.
Well, it's not as simple as that. That is generally true. That is
right.
Although it's because all the things made outside of America is really cheap. So even if you tariff it, the idea is that you would buy an American product, but the American products are so expensive already.
Yeah.
A good example is like vacuums. American vacuums are in the thousands, but you could buy a like $500, $200
vacuum.
Exactly.
What? Who? Is Dyson, right? Dyson's like the standard.
Yeah.
That is the luxury standard of like vacuum.
Right. But if you tax it, if you tariff it, you can't tariff it enough to really compete so that we'll pay that American version because the American version is already so high. So that's what that creates is inflation. So it's probably better to have selective tariffs where there's certain American things that will give an edge to American products.
Right. What is one good thing that we make here that is better?
Probably good old fashioned
burgers.
That's not even American.
What? American cheese?
I don't think we export burgers, do we?
We don't export them. Ramen burger. No, thank you.
That's what Trump is focusing most. I mean,
yeah,
right. I think right, Kev.
I think what he's trying to do is initiate the tariffs so they would build companies here to try to incentivize these companies to create more jobs here. Yeah,
he's trying to shift the game a little bit. He was pretty clear about that during his campaign run. So that's where things should go, because this continuous essentially what we were running on in the past was cheap labor,
importing everything.
Yeah, importing cheap labor. We're just using we just need to find a continuous resource of third world countries, essentially.
World, like in our last job, we were importing high level positions, and
Exactly.
Europeans were just like, "Oh,
cheaper.
this is a very fair wage," and it's like livable for them, but for us, actually, it's like standard.
Yeah, because we're exporting even design stuff.
Yeah,
for cars, parts, so
testing.
Yeah. And I believe there's certain visas that do that.
Zurich, you motherfuckers. Everything.
Yeah, Zurich, there's Singapore that does a lot of things.
Give me back. They're stealing the Zurichians or whatever you call them. They're stealing my jobs.
Like, yeah, China's taking a lot of the roles of manufacturing and all these things in tech now too.
Yeah. Even
though there's supposed to be this tariff with China, we're still working with them.
Tariff the humans that are doing those jobs that we want to do.
I believe they're just trying to try something different, because otherwise, I do believe when Kamala was running, it was very just same old.
Yeah.
So nothing.
It's like a standard. What you say? Deep state.
Deep state.
The deep state still exists.
But Doge is trying to Doge is going through the swamp, right? That's what they say, and do that. I do understand the skeptical part of it, where everything is apparently transparent, but it's transparent in respects to Doge releasing it, right? And so they're releasing an X, and they released some crazy things.
Or is it one of these like, hey, this is what we're doing, and you don't know what this hand's
Sure, I think that's what the Democrats are worried about, essentially, or anyone who's critical of him.
I think we should be critical of everyone, not just like, oh my God, look at what he's doing. Like, that's amazing. Like,
no, I'm critical of it, but I want to see how it goes, essentially, and so I don't think it's a bad thing. And I believe when you think of American government, what do you think of government workers?
Inefficiency, slow, bad websites.
Exactly.
But the DMV, they have improved. I'll say that. Recently, I went to the DMV and I was like, oh shit, like this is pretty efficient now.
I wonder if that has to do with local or if that's like state-wise. But
isn't the DMV a federal government?
I think it's federal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Freaking enough.
So I don't know.
That would make sense then.
Yeah. Isn't your nephew freaking affected by this?
Yeah, because he was in the probation period, and they said everyone that was on probation with the IRS was getting laid off.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude! Probation just started.
No, because he was just like 6 months in. I think everyone below 2 years got laid off.
I'm pretty sure it was just like a click of a button. Send automatic email.
It's
great.
Yeah. He's not too happy about the current administration.
Oh, I bet. Well, if it does affect you, because it's not really affecting me personally, right? Of course, because certain things, like I think Obamacare helped me out with like increasing the insurance, where you could use insurance from your parents for a lot longer. So you'd be like an old adult.
26 years?
Yeah, something like that. And so I used that
I remember that.
when I was younger, because I was like a student.
Hey, we're going to get like a shitload of tax money back.
Did you hear? I actually do not agree with what Trump is saying. They apparently Doge, with all the money they're saving, they're going to give everyone stimulus checks. Essentially Doge checks. So that's just going to add inflation.
No, it's great, right? Money.
Essentially, he's just giving back what they're saving. So it's basically the same kind.
I don't know. I would have thought their goal was to reduce the deficit.
Every time you get money or you think you have money, the water level rises.
You're correct though, Kev. If it really is money that is already in circulation and just like there, fine, I guess. But couldn't you just put it back into the government and just pay it off and do stuff like that to reduce inflation and everything? So I sort of believe it's sort of an act
to gain support.
Gain support, because like you have if you're individually affected, you get a few $1,000s, then you'll be like, oh yeah, I love Trump, I love Elon, things like that.
Hey, quickest way to shut people up is give them money, and then blame something else.
Yeah,
give them money, raise the tariffs, prices go up, and then we blame whoever's importing.
I like this though, because it's at least different. If we're trying to solve an issue, and you have to try something different to see if it works, and so. Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes for you. It could totally be worse for sure.
I agree with that mindset in terms of change might be opportunity. I don't really trust the people changing it at the moment. I'm skeptical
because Trump, he's a convicted felon, right? But his felony is he's trying to silence
what I realize is the more orange he gets, the less I trust him. Like,
is he orange still?
He's so fucking orange, dude.
I don't see
when
this.
he was campaigning, he wasn't as orange.
Really?
And then
Now he's orange?
yeah, and then as soon as he's like about to go on a big rally, he gets that fresh fucking coat of like tangerine or something, and I'm like, God damn. He really fucking missed his ears. Like, you could tell like where it doesn't go. Yeah. And ever since he became president, it just got even deeper. And I'm like, holy fuck, he's back. Like the orange man.
Great tan.
Dude, I forgot about the whole orange man thing when he was, going on the golf channels and like playing golf with people. He wasn't that orange. And then as soon as it was like, all right, it's fucking game time to put on that presidential fucking tangerine, it was pretty messy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't trust a spray tan on a man.
That's
so strange.
That's a spray tan, man. That's
it's a spray tan man.
That's nothing.
Exactly.
That's nothing to do with like. I do feel Trump has been hit hard by media, and he really has gained my respect in that sense, where he's really pushed through. He sort of was like the underdog in all these. That's how I viewed it, and so. Yeah. And I don't see the things. Yeah, he said a couple things, and I think some people also think he's like
what?
I think most people would say that the things he say, like grab pussy.
Oh yeah, grab him by the pussy.
And
like, what the fuck?
If you read the whole context, though, it's more like he was trying to say it more of a way like women like it, so you have to be confident and sort of lead them essentially.
Grabbing life by the horns.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is memorable.
Yeah.
It's just locker room talk, you know. They just gotta take those.
Exactly. It was 100% like media trying to distort it, which is the left wing media. What he calls it, right? The
left wing media. Grab him by the pussy.
I'm supposed to think behind closed doors.
Of course, we're not running for president.
No, even presidents do it. Even presidents, even if run president. I might run for
the worst thing Obama did was smoke a doobie.
Pretty sure Obama did something.
I haven't heard it.
There was rumors of Obama potentially getting a divorce with Michelle.
No,
but that was like
that's a lie.
Beginning of the first.
You can't divorce. You can't divorce those shoulders, bro.
Because there was rumors of Obama cheating with, I forgot her name, the actress of Friends, I believe, Rachel.
Rachel.
Yeah.
What? Jennifer? Absolutely not.
Okay.
That's fucking random.
Random.
That's so random.
It was really random. So that it sort of died down. So I guess it's not true.
I mean, same with his fucking tan suit. Remember that shit? How controversial was that tan suit?
Obama?
Yeah, he wore a tan suit once, and Fox was like, "Oh, this is so unpresidential, like wearing a tan suit. Oh, really? Oh, what a piece of shit." Yeah, I remember that. I was like, "What? That's weird."
A tan suit.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
He's a Muslim.
I mean, there was a whole.
He's a Muslim.
The whole Trump thing, which I think is still silly. The birth certificate, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty stupid. But that's like the same thing where you fixate on something and just make fun of it. Yeah. Both sides do it, and that's the Democrat, the liberal side, and the Republican side is like,
it's all noise. Affect my idea is the salute.
Oh, the salute. Elon salute,
the Nazi salute,
dude. I honestly don't get it. Why you really do believe it's I believe it's like his awkwardness, and he's just telling that he's doing this.
So many ways to do the same thing. Like, it wasn't a picture.
They all came from like movements too, right?
No, I'm talking about the actual movement he did. He did it twice.
No, actually did was like my heart to you guys and things like that. That's what he did.
But that's not what it did. Yeah.
And that's what a lot of famous people have done it. Taylor Swift, Obama himself had
like that. Not that violent. Like that. It was more like everybody else does like this. Like this. See that? If you take a picture of this, yes, that looks bad. But if you look at the video of any other motion, somebody does it.
Haters to call you comments again.
No, I'm just saying. Fucking call it what it is. Fuck you. That's not a fucking my heart goes out to you.
I think
it's all about the intention. I think.
Yeah.
Is to get support of a certain group of people.
I don't think that group of people exist.
They do.
I remember I did like 500 people. I looked it up in Wiki about the groups of. They did surveys about this, and essentially of KKK members and all these extremists, far rights, and they had a census, and it dropped from I believe in 2020 around there. There was like maybe 600. Now it's less than 100 people.
There should be 0.
There probably will never be, but out of the population, that's literally 0%.
No.
right?
You're talking about Americans. You're talking about worldwide.
Why? Like, we're in America, and Elon's
because it affects
to Americans.
Everybody. It affects everybody. He's appealing to Americans, and then he goes to Germany the next week and does the same shit.
And I was looking at the convention he did it, and it's and they called it, the news called it a far right group. And I looked it up, and they are considered far right.
Like fucking crazy, dude. So in Germany, where it fucking happened.
So I can't say much about I don't agree. I think that's a bad move. He said that in a far right group, but his message, when I listened to it, is good, because he was saying to be proud of like your nationality and to not feel shame about like
you can say that.
That's a bad spot in their history, but you shouldn't, because I believe Germany right now actually has like a big censorship issue. They don't have freedom of speech there.
According to us, according to our freedom of speech.
Around the world, no one has like American freedom of speech.
We're like the worst people to have this idea.
No, we're the best.
But the kind of worst people to have it.
You hate Americans?
A lot of Americans are fucking stupid. A lot of us are stupid. And we don't fucking...
I believe a lot of people are stupid.
Europeans,
it's the education.
Any other country, public drinking is not a big thing. They just drink and they're fine. But we take public drinking and we fucking go wild.
That's not true anymore. Like, the drinking, people don't really drink anymore in America. There's less drink. Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's a reason why we cannot be intoxicated in public, because we can't handle it.
I think things are changing. People don't drink as much anymore. It's not really a thing anymore.
But you go anywhere else, it's like nothing, no big deal. It's not against the law. But like, let's say Germany, they say, yeah, it's illegal to be an asshole. Right. Like, don't be an asshole. Like,
I agree with you.
If I go up to a cop right now and I say, hey, fuck you, I fucking hate you, you're a piece of shit, I think something's going to happen to me. Like, there are repercussions. That's not really freedom of speech if I can say that and something happens to me in return. Is that really freedom of speech?
Well, freedom of speech has... You're allowed to say that stuff. I believe you're allowed to say fuck you to a police here. You just can't show... It's up to if they feel threatened and everything. You can't do extreme violence.
And there's no reason like anybody in Germany should do the same thing.
But there's a law that says you can't. In Germany, actually, you actually get fined more if you say things online. They actually fine you. Even though you might be anonymous or something, they could fine you and arrest you. This is happening.
Good. No. You know what? In Germany, when you watch the news, you could probably believe the news.
Can't.
It's illegal to post something that's false. Right?
No, in America, you technically can't do anything false too. They just twist it. It's not
the freedom of speech says we can say whatever we want.
No. There's laws where if you were to, there's defamation and things like that. You can't actually just say, you could ruin someone's career and you could actually sue. So that's not true.
We're a country of suing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and in Germany, it's already illegal.
I'd rather have the suing and that. I don't trust the government in that sense. That's what happened when you could get Nazis.
No way. I think that's what happens after you're already spanked on your little hand. You're like, hey, don't do that fucking Nazi thing you did. Now we're going to make it a law so that doesn't happen again. No. You don't think so?
No. Well, the intention... No, with the Elon thing, I don't believe his intention was that. And also, I don't even think there's a crowd or group of Americans that are like that. Maybe in Germany.
How many Americans that are like that?
No.
Fuck you if you're like that. There's so many. Just because we don't experience it firsthand, dude.
Just because you could argue both. That's like to
every one side, there is an equal other side. They're there.
I don't believe that.
I do.
I believe.
I can't wait for you to experience it.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Kevin stays home all day. He's never going to experience racism and home.
Racism to you then?
I don't know. Being racist.
Everyone's treated differently.
What you're supposed to be. Like going outside of your norm.
That's pretty general stuff.
It's very general.
No, racism actually has a term. It's
no racism.
It's essentially like hate crimes against a specific skin color.
So you say it's crime.
Yeah, it's a crime.
So somebody can just be walking by and say,
they assault you.
Fuck you, Chink. That's not racism.
That's racism. That's racism.
But that's also freedom of speech.
But that intent, I think about that a little bit more.
I know. Because it's here.
No,
the fact
I
that
disagree with
somebody
you.
can salute. And
I believe for the most part, racism is gone in America. Maybe that's a hard take.
It is not gone.
I believe that.
It is not gone.
I just live such a good life.
You're driving your Audi. You're just like, it's fine. This is a great country. I'm in an Audi.
I was in a Honda for most of my life.
Yeah, as you should be.
Honda Accord.
Oh, sorry. Honda Accord.
Yeah, it is a high class Honda.
Nah, I gotta say, every time I see a Honda down the street and it's fucking driving erratically,
it's me.
I'm like, yeah, that's a Honda activity right there. God damn. Especially on the 880. Holy shit, man.
But no, I'm glad we have these conversations though, to talk about like other opinions and everything, because at the end of the day, it doesn't affect. It's not big enough at the moment where it's really. I don't know. There's no civil war right now.
I mean, we live in a good part. We're in the Bay Area. It's like,
yeah, where
it's very.
Honestly, it's more liberal people.
It's very eclectic. You know,
there's so many feminists. I date so many feminists and communists. Honestly,
you say that like a bad thing.
That is a bad thing. And
all right,
these people usually don't want kids too. It's crazy.
Why are feminists bad? I'm a feminist.
Well, the new feminists definitely are.
Oh, new feminists.
Well, now we need to find feminists and things. But
let's define feminism for the people that aren't.
There's so many people. If you look online, there's so many people. I'm not prepared for this. I wasn't expecting to talk about feminism.
Let's do it. But, who is prepared?
Yeah, I like to be prepared a little bit.
No, fuck
here.
that.
But for feminism, I do believe for the most part, women are generally equal to men now.
Generally.
Yeah, in general.
Okay.
They could vote. They have pretty much every single right that men have.
Yeah.
Some say they have more in certain states because of abortion, right? So sometimes they have the right to abortion. Men have no say in that.
Right.
That's what some say. For me, I don't know. For me,
do you believe in my choice, my body?
I believe they could kill their own kid if they want, because I believe as a kid, so they could murder their kid. I really don't care. I really believe that's murder. So
it's murder.
Yeah, but they could do it. They could do it. They could kill their kid because it has the potential to become a kid.
Yeah, let them.
I really don't care. That's more a libertarian take, I guess. But I sort of think about it. My opinion's open to change. Because like I think the conservative stance is like you believe there's a good, which is usually God or something like that, right? And God will say this, and so you should not do that at all. It could become extreme where like you can't masturbate, things like that, right? I'm saying things.
You hear that, Kevin?
Correctly. Yeah.
No more masturbating.
Right, stuff like that.
What if Trump said, "I want to abolish masturbating"? Abolish it.
Well, there's a whole movement called where you don't masturbate at all.
They're called Proud Boys or whatever they're called.
I don't remember. No, it's not the far right movement.
Yeah. Nah, let's just traffic women and children.
What?
Just kidding. No. I'm insinuating that.
No, the trafficking. That's what the whole cartel thing's about.
What? No, man. They're just trying to take our drugs. Leave our drugs alone.
That's what Trump and the SAR guy was saying, right?
Nah, man. Drugs are fine.
There's a whole thing about fentanyl, right?
Take fentanyl.
Crazy. But yeah, feminism, dude.
Feminism.
But the new feminism is more like hate. I feel it is hate. It's like hate against men. They want revenge.
Yeah.
They just want, I don't know. Am I wrong here about this?
Or is it, do they just want us to be aware?
But that's, I don't think most women are like that.
No.
It's pretty extreme. Not all women are like that, of course. And so it's just what I'm writing.
You got to look for the tattoos that don't connect.
Yeah. No, it's just, I see them more often now. They're in SoCal too. They just have a lot of pets too, usually.
A lot of cats.
Dogs.
It takes a lot of work.
Yeah. I think that lifestyle is very single life for ladies and things. And then there's a men. So that's usually like the boss babe lifestyle, the one side.
Your type.
The men, yeah, exactly. Then the men have men go their own way where they marry, they go to other country, they marry a girl there.
Sure. I've heard of this. Or they just stick around here and
yeah, they usually hate women too and stuff like that. That's like the other end of it. And they're essentially the same thing they're two sides of the same coin.
Where there is one, there is the other.
Sure, I guess. But they literally say the same thing, except it's just flipped for the other sex. Like care about your money, care about yourself, care about your job, no family. But in the end, it's really the two working together.
Working together, but apart.
No, that's not what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, like, oh, I hate men.
That's what those two movements are about.
Yeah. I just think
have you heard of the men go their own way?
Men going their own way.
Yeah.
Is this like a movement or is this like?
I think it's the acronym MGTOW.
MGTOW?
Men going their own way, right?
Is this like an evolution of the red pill shit?
Yeah, it is.
God.
It's like black pill.
Sweet.
Your house all day.
It's interesting. No, I have not heard this, but maybe it's one of those like, hey, well, they don't like us anyway, so we don't need them. Yeah. So it's almost like the acceptance of not listening and changing, possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, to be able to like be attractive towards women that you like, you have to kind of change, right? Like, you know, if you're just alone for a while, it's just fucking you, right?
Yeah. Especially when you get older, life gets a little. I mean, you have your friends now, I guess, but if all your friends are single, then I guess you have each other,
right? But I feel like at some point, it's just like a room smelling of your own farts.
Just like the people at Acolyte. The people.
I think whether you're into women or men, you need the opposite of who you are. You need like a balance. You need somebody.
Talk like personality wise.
No, personality, lifestyle, whatever. A man needs a woman as much as a woman needs a man. And people that say, I don't need the other, I don't need anyone else, it's just me, they're probably sociopaths. And that's fine.
You know what my opinion about love and all these romance things?
Sure.
Is that it's very contradictory because you want someone who knows you, but it's mysterious. You want someone who has everything put together, but you also want to build with them. You want someone who is perfect, but also willing to share their own flaws with you. And so it's like
this give and take.
Love, everyone's trying to get.
I think love is defined by the two people that define it. Like there's so many different kinds.
That's too general.
But it's so customizable. So I think like whatever you say it is for that with that other person, like it's going to be different if you find the same love with someone else. Like it's not going to be the same. I think it changes, it evolves. It's fluid.
You see the stock contradiction, right? The contradiction of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
I think if you find the contradiction as a normal, it doesn't feel so much like a contradiction. Yeah. It's just like, that's what it is.
You see that, Kev?
About what?
The contradiction of love.
Yeah. Kevin's an expert.
Yeah.
Tell us what love is to you.
But I actually never heard of this.
I mean, okay, let's define theoretically, our first examples of love is our parents. Would you say?
Or probably love from
we define
to child?
How we understand love is like we're taught by the ones who raised us.
Sure.
Like that's one version of love. So depending on who raised us and who raised you, like how our parents showed love growing up, that's kind of what we grow up with. And then we're introduced into the world in like, let's say daycare or school or friends. Then you learn love is being bullied, and then that's a
theory.
Sure.
Of the different types of how you develop love is the attachments you form when you're growing up.
Right.
That's why people focus on parents a lot.
Yeah. And then like depending on friends, depending on when you started liking girls or guys, you're bullied into like, oh, you like that person? Ew. It's almost like
I don't know.
Kevin, would you say your first crush, were you like, I can't wait to tell them?
No.
I guess that's true.
It was like this thing you couldn't fucking say.
It's not about being bullied though. That's just
that's a contradiction. You love or you think you like somebody, your version of love at the time, and you don't even want to say it.
Okay, you're going to there's a lot of psychology and philosophy and things about this, and they would call that limerence or infatuation, right?
Yes.
And so these are ideas that you create of them because it's not really them, right? You're creating this
idea,
right? That's limerence, and so there's this whole. I don't want to get into the development of that type of thing, but yeah, there's a whole. My thing is like now when moving forward with dating and relationships, because a lot of people want to build with them and things like that, and so. And part of it is, you mentioned love. People want to be loved in a specific way. And I think part of it is wanting to know how you want to be loved. right? And then you need to learn how the other person want to be loved too. So you sort of have to learn, and that's what I think you're trying to say with everyone has their own type of love.
Yes.
But really everyone, either you could explore too, if you don't know what it is, explore what they love, how to be loved, or how they love each other. And then so it's almost like a forever process.
Yes.
So instead of thinking there's like a dead end, it's essentially you're just students of like Cupid.
Love is work.
Right. Well, in the past, I mean, like during the Greeks and all these ancient times, they described love as a sickness. It wasn't, because one thing I know about love is not really logical, right?
Right. It's a contradiction.
Yeah. It's not logical, right? That's the only way to explain it. It's stupid.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, you have to kind of give and take. If you're not willing to give and you're only taking, that's true. Like,
well, that's the whole Boss Babe and Men Going Their Own Way, Big Tao. They're very much just focused on them, and they just it's almost like a take.
It's never
attitude,
and they're never gonna find it because they're never gonna give up ground.
Right. Well, there's different versions I think of them, but I think the pure version of each are both pretty toxic.
Right. Because there's no middle ground on the sides of extremes.
I don't think I drink water at all.
Well, water break. Yeah, what I'm saying is, if you're such an extreme person and you're hard-headed and you're never going to give up ground and you're never willing to change, you're never going to find a middle ground with somebody.
Yeah.
Or you find somebody that you're willing to give up some ground for.
Right.
And how do you do that if half the shit you listen to or whoever is all about, I'm an independent person. I don't need women. I'm my own person. I can take myself to the beach.
People want to be independent, but they also want to be together.
Yeah. I'm just trying to fucking eat sushi somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I can't go to fucking eat sushi by myself. What am I?
No.
You think two guys, me and you, could go out to go get sushi?
I think
sushi is such an intimate, like...
I don't feel weird.
Okay, you guys go get sushi.
You have some internal...
Like, I have coworkers, right? They'll be like, hey, have you had the sushi place? And I'm like, no. They're like, why? I'm not going to go by myself. It's my initial first thought.
Would you go with a female friend then?
I would probably go with a female friend.
What's the difference going with a male friend?
Because that's weird. Like, sushi is like a fun date
both
thing.
Friend, though.
No, I think it's a date thing. I think.
So you're going on a date with your female friend?
Sure. That's better than going.
You won't go on a date with me?
No. I draw the line at movie.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
I don't want to feel gay. I'm not gay. Okay, am I saying that getting sushi with two guys could be gay? Yes, I think it could be.
Everything could be gay.
No, like we can go to Korean barbecue. I will cook the Korean barbecue for you, and I don't think that's gay. I think that's like, yeah, dude, I'm going to fucking grill this meat, dog.
That's gayer than sushi, dog.
Shit, bro. Let me feed you this fucking meat I just grilled. That's cool.
Could you make sushi then more masculine then?
I don't think so, dude. I really don't. Because, okay, sushi is all one bite, and it's like...
I'm pretty sure some Japanese person is really hating this and saying you're really just Americanizing this whole thing.
Japan, sushi culture is different.
I don't know.
I think it is.
That.
What about the last
How about tofu soup?
Tofu soup? Tofu soup is masculine. Because that bowl is hot. Like, oh.
So it's about heat then. So you mentioned Korean barbecue and tofu soup.
Sushi's too sexy. Yeah.
How about the sushi? I really enjoyed the sushi road, the conveyor belts. Is that a guy? You can bring a guy.
Is it all you can eat?
No, those things you have to pay by the plate.
Okay.
That's expensive.
I think that's another thing to consider.
You're too judgmental, man. You're too judgmental.
Okay, our homework then is we're gonna go get sushi. The weirdness comes in two. I haven't eaten sushi in like 5 years.
I just see like two dudes who are hungry and just want sushi.
The most we got sushi was Costco sushi. That's fine. Because it was like wrapped in plastic. It was like, yeah, there's nothing romantic about this. Dude, sushi places are fucking romantic here. They're old. There's like a no non-frills.
Such a hot take because there's some sushi places that are just like sushi places in Japan.
Where?
Japanese. There's authentic sushi places.
I would love to see that. I would love to go because every time somebody suggests me a sushi place and I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I can't go there. I can't. I got nobody to go there with. I'm not going with you.
I just got rejected.
At most, I'll go with like a family member.
Just get sushi.
Fine. Have a gay old time without me. And I mean that as happy.
Yeah.
I'll be a little jealous. Can you get to go for me?
I'll pick you up with my Audi.
Like, I'm just tired of people asking me if I've been to a sushi spot. I'm just like, stop asking me about sushi, please.
I don't hear too much about sushi, but probably it's because of the people I hang out with. I hang out with you guys. No wonder we want to talk about sushi a lot because this guy probably doesn't want to bring it up.
Dude, every time. It's like, what'd you do for Valentine's Day? Oh, I went to a sushi spot. It was so good. Oh, you should go. Have you been?
That's just Arman and Jazz.
Yeah, that's just one,
I'm talking about people I work with. Okay. Everybody's going to fucking belated sushi.
People?
Yeah.
Tech people.
Everyone's going to get sushi, and I'm just like,
Are you just
sad? I just want sushi. I want to know what this is about. But at the same time, I'm not trying to spend that much money on like with us. That's weird. Although we would save money because we would split the bill. That is a good thing.
Do you split the bill when you hang out with female friends?
Yes, of course. I'm not going to pay for them.
Maybe there's something different because you said you're okay with going female friends to sushi.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if I were to go on a date and get sushi, it would be super expensive.
Yeah. Do you believe men should pay on the first date?
I think if you like the person, I think it's a nice offer. I don't think it's a must. If I feel like it's like the agreed upon, like you better pay for this, you bet your ass I'm not fucking paying for that.
I got a question. If they offer you like, oh, we'll go 50-50, do you like insist like, no, I got it? Or you be like, okay, 50-50.
Okay, great.
Okay, so I have a story. So I went on a date recently with a chick and she offered to go 50-50 and I said, no, I'll pay. No, there wasn't any resistance at all. But I noticed something where
what did she say?
It was getting a bit friendly during like before this and everything, and it was sort of getting off friend vibes. But I think that's pretty normal with me. I think there's a lot of my dates become friend things now. And afterwards, she said that she only saw us as friends. So maybe I should just say yes.
She should have said, "Hey, do you want to go 50-50? Let's do 50-50."
No, I got this.
Well, I just see us as friends, so I'd feel more comfortable
then I'll say, yeah, sure.
doing 50-50.
Yeah.
That's what they should say.
But the thing is, that takes
not
a lot
that
of
you're
courage.
Paying for anything, like any sort of quid pro quo. You know, it's like if you're not interested in me, pay for half.
No, that takes a lot of courage, and I think it's a lot easier for even the guy, right? No one would. This is the first time ever anyone has said that to my face during a first date, and
what
like something like
that. Do you want to go 50-50?
No. Like I only see us as friends, like right after.
That is nice.
Honestly, it is nice. Also, it does hurt.
It's a handshake deal with you paying. You know,
you
pay and you shook and you say.
Most people are shy. They wouldn't want to feel that. It's much easier because you would go with the least resistance. It's much easier to just either ghost, straight up ghost, or to
easy to ghost.
Just send a text saying, "Hey, I only saw. This is not what I'm feeling," or which I get a lot, or I only saw us as friends. Like those two are the most common. These are the three things I see most common
after the bill is paid.
Yeah. Because this is happening so much, I have to say I've done this to a couple of girls now too. Where I just ghost or I said I feel like we're just friends. I've done it now.
Can I ask you a question? Why are you doing that to them?
Because I also don't want to. This is why I said I also don't want to. I just don't want to deal with it. I just don't care. And maybe it's also being jaded about like hurt, and maybe I just want to do the same thing.
Are you doing it because you're afraid they're going to do it first?
Oh, no. For the girls I always do it to.
What's the first indicator that makes you disinterested?
Well, I think each girl's a little bit different. Sometimes,
what's out there.
One of them is like I'm just wasn't attracted.
That's fair.
Then usually it's a whole. If they're really extreme and like the communist side, that was like a specific one.
Which is the wrong kind.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugly.
Honestly, I'm okay with bitches. I usually let bitches go. Usually the bitches reject me.
So you like that. I was watching a lot of Love is Blind new season.
Yeah.
Let me just say that this season has a lot of pretty people on both sides.
I do remember that.
They're getting rid of ugly people on this show. I thought half the fucking funny was like when they see each other and it's like, oh my God.
And they met each other, but they dressed up so much they really couldn't tell what they look like.
Well, I don't know that one. But some of what I look for, and this is weird, aside from obviously physical appearance, like, yeah, they have to look nice, but the wrists and the ankles.
What about it?
If I don't see a bone on your wrist,
I got a lot of hate for this.
Right?
And from my female friend, she didn't like that. I said that. She did not like that.
I mean, what does it mean about your physical, like, you take care of yourself? Like,
to be fair, I sort of called her like, you can't distinguish her hand from her hand, her arm, her hand. So she sort of looked like a dolphin. So I think that was really, so
it's just one of those indicators. Like, are they a healthy person? Do they take walks?
Hey man, you can't tell a person's health by their size.
Yes, you can. I think I'm not fat phobic. I've been fat through many of my lives. So I'm telling you right now, it's not great. Like, you don't feel good about yourself, or you're just going to be like, hey, I'm okay to be fat and die soon. Like, no, like nobody wants their partner or future partner to die soon. Like, if you're not striving to be better versions of yourself and you're just like okay with who you are. But what is that, happiness? No.
I do think delusion. You could go to a little bit too far in the, and I see that more often. They cannot be saved, but
they cannot be satiated.
So I date more like sometimes fit girls and things like that, and they sometimes have like their own issues, right?
Right. Be perfect. I'm just saying one part of your ankle.
I've dated a lot now, and I've gone through so many different body type girls and things like that.
Damn.
I don't care as much anymore. I think now if I met a girl who's had that, because usually it's not that. If it really is big, like if you could distinguish it, but it's like the opposite side where it's like a big tube and then it goes down and it goes up like a valley.
What the fuck?
Then that'd be a flag.
Yeah, nice hands.
Before
yes,
like an oval.
Yes.
Maybe this is too much. And
stop laughing, Kevin.
And this
is real.
Hate, but when someone's really fat, like really big, obese, like morbidly obese, I can't really tell the difference if they're men or women sometimes.
Yes.
Right? Because they become that new gender almost.
The new gender?
Fat,
just blob?
Or be a blob.
I'm blob.
Man, this is, well, okay.
I know.
I don't mean to be hate.
Okay. Getting sidetracked.
By definition, hey, let's just say it for what it is. By definition, yes. Yeah.
It's a Trump era.
No. I'm just saying healthy is good. Too healthy
is also bad.
Is bad too. Like if you're just like a fucking...
Sorry.
Well, that just seems to be what's out there.
I don't see that very often in Bay Area though.
Oh, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Bro. What the heck? We live in the same place. How do we see these different people?
Where are you?
You see race? Really? You see it too?
Hell yeah, dude.
I must
Good
have,
for them.
You must see auto-program to filter.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see everyone else.
It's like a Black Mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
Holy shit.
No, they're there. I mean, I just don't think like the person who's in charge of like the US health.
Dude, the new guy, RFK.
Sure, great. Better than the Filipina who was just like, I just think we're fine. We should accept all body types. Like, dude,
I think
I don't know.
We're in a good place now.
Yeah, Pam Bondi.
Who's that?
Pam Bondi.
Is that your type?
Attorney General. Yeah.
That's your type?
No, he's the guy who's
No.
Pam Bondi.
Attorney General. I remember her. Yeah.
Attorney General DEI hire.
A lot of the insult that they're doing, the left side is saying to them is a lot of these hires are DIE because they're like pretty women and stuff.
DIE.
Like DIE.
Holy shit. DEI.
Sorry, DEI. Anyways, I think
we're at hour 18.
Let's get to the nitty gritty. Looks like a fucking HR call.
HR.
They're the ones that's gonna fire you for doing some crazy shit at work.
Not sort of. I can sort of see it though.
Dude,
do you want to talk about DC or do you want to talk about Star Wars again? I do like Star Wars.
I mean, whatever you want to talk about. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, I only bring up DC because DC is about to start the whole run.
Of what?
With Superman. Like the brand new with James Gunn. You know about James Gunn and everything?
Yes, of course.
See the trailer?
Yes.
Superman?
Yep.
And there's no Batman or anything. But like superhero movies are not doing well right now.
Yeah, I saw one positive post on Facebook that said Captain America flies by some fucking movie in Peru. I was like, what?
I do think it made a pretty decent amount of money opening. It's like 200, almost it's rounding up 300.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. It just depends if
haven't watched it yet.
It just depends if I'm gonna pay to watch it.
Yeah, but it's because it got a really low cinema score. The lowest.
What's the score?
B-. It's the lowest ever. It's lower than Marvel's. Lower than all of them.
B-?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how the lowest.
What does Rotten Tomatoes put it at?
Rotten Tomato is like 5 or something. Yeah, look it up. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But the cinema score apparently is quite accurate in its legs. And so all the other movies that got low, just Bs, they don't do well in the second week. So right now we're gonna find out with the weekend here.
I mean, Google reviews has it at 78%.
Users?
Rotten Tomato 49%.
Yeah.
6.1.
But I think
on
the
IMDb.
users, I believe the users higher.
I would probably.
Well, that's why I brought up the cinema score.
I don't know who that is.
It's like an IMDb thing. So the way they do it is I've selected people who go into theaters and they have a score card and they score it there. And
yeah.
It's of like the general population. So it's not like reviewers and it's not just where you could have bots and stuff.
Yeah.
It's actually dedicated individuals of a different sex, gender, and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be more
supposed to
balance,
generate the average American, supposedly.
The average American, average.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I think the second week will really tell how much it drops.
How do you feel about Superman?
I actually really like Superman. I liked Batman for a long time, but once I read some Superman comics, I got into comics back when I was in grad school. Yeah, I know, big nerd. And I really like Superman's message of like hope, of even though he was super strong and like unworldly, he still valued family, the good in others, and he tried to save individuals. Like a lot of DC movies is based upon like the perfect God. Like it's essentially this divine, more than human. While Marvel is human, they are people you could sort of imagine them as you. Of course, it's not exactly, but in the DC pantheon, they're gods, they're goddesses, and stuff
except
like
Batman.
And even he is like a god because he's a god in money, money and intellect, and
he's like the god of losing parents in a dark alley.
I love how it's a big meme now about Batman's parents. It's just everywhere.
Because they fucking keep coming out with Batman movies and showing us this horrific scene of like these pearls in slow motion and a gun. A smoking gun.
It's all the skits and stuff of it. It's so funny.
Meanwhile, Superman is just like this illegal alien who came into our world.
Hey, he was adopted.
He's not illegal. He's illegal. He had no social security entering the atmosphere. He isn't illegal, but he's a good illegal.
No, I don't think Trump ever said it. There is a good illegal.
Yeah, it's true. He's never said that.
Yeah,
but one could make a case for Superman.
Sure.
He's just living amongst us. Is he paying taxes? I fucking hope so.
I think he is.
Piece of shit.
He is in America.
Fuck you, Superman.
Stealing our jobs.
Yep.
You know how many news reporters are?
Fucking our human women.
Oh yeah, he definitely did that.
Man. Well, how? Imagine Superman having sex with like a Lois Lane. How does she not just get rocked?
Like he could control himself, apparently, even his ejaculation or something.
Wow, super.
There was a skit once with Superman where he would X-ray women because he could do X-ray vision and see them naked, and he did it so often they all had breast cancer and everything.
Oh my god!
Because of the X-ray, and he would walk in on there's 3 girls.
Everyone in the
everyone in the Bugle, all the women sitting together. Like, we all have breast cancer.
Oh my god!
So like, oh my god, what happened?
None of them
we had X-rays every single day.
Wow, that's horrible. Are you excited about the new movie?
Superman?
I know a lot of here's that flying shot.
I actually was one of the few who really liked the original, the first Snyder Superman. Or I'm not one of the few, but there's a good amount. And then a lot of hope for Suicide Squad and a lot of the other Zack Snyder type era.
I like Suicide Squad #1.
I like 2 a lot better.
2 is better.
2 is better.
Yeah.
It didn't make a lot of money though.
Way more fun.
It is. I really liked it. James Gunn did a good job there. I have faith.
I liked the John Cena hero.
Yeah,
he was great.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I really like the guy.
So I think this new Superman is going to be less gaudy, less godlike, and it's going to be more kind of like showing Superman as like, as a person.
Yeah, he was bleeding.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like there, like he's sitting there in a fucking Yamcha crater, just like, and then there's a dog that's very human-esque. That's cool.
Kev, you don't really watch a lot of movies, right?
No, yeah, not as much.
But get him on the K-dramas.
Oh yeah, dude.
Here's your chance. What's up with these K dramas?
Really? Landing on you?
Not really. Not in a long time. The only one I watched, I should really know the name, was like some guy in the back in the Korean era, and it's like almost a Romeo and Juliet story. Where
always Romeo and Juliet story,
where
bro.
It's like during the Korean Empire when they were like, it was almost during the Chinese Empire thing too, where they're fighting, and he was another team, and they got together, and then they separated, and they got together, and they separated.
Where's the females?
Yeah, that's a girl.
Got it. So Kevin, sell us this Korean drama.
We saw the first episode.
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, we saw more than that, right? 30. We saw her flying inside the tornado.
Yeah. That's when
Where did the tornado come from? Kim Jong-un created that tornado and was like, you go to North Korea now.
Like how she lands in North Korea, falls in love with this guy, and then how they're like in limbo because of
forbidden love. Is it Romeo and Juliet? North.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of comedy. Rom-com.
It's a rom-com.
Dude, it's action comedy.
I'm afraid if I were to watch this, I would just like it. So I don't watch it. Where do you Netflix?
You should watch it. Yeah, Netflix.
You should watch
it. Yeah, with Dave.
Look at these guys.
What would you rate it? Have you seen the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing.
What would you rate it? 1 out of 10.
9.5.
Fuck, this is high. Wow. I definitely should see it then.
Okay.
It's not just me though. It's like it broke records.
Serious question,
all
Kevin.
over the world. Yeah.
Would you recommend this to non-Asians?
Yeah. All
right. Listen up, whites.
A lot of it's popular in Europe, in America.
Asians in fucking Europe, bro.
Not as much as
Never heard a non-Asian person tell me.
Well, of course.
You just gotta know more people, I guess. Bro.
Oh, I gotta know more people.
Yeah, you're in your bubble. Nazis and communists.
You gotta suggest them.
I know, from what they're describing, rom-com. Here, let me put you on a little curve because I know you like it.
You're trying to give it a Jasmine,
chance.
The immovable object of I'm stuck in my way, to get into Korean dramas.
She'll trying to expand the view. I'm just trying to help my friends open their vision.
I watch all Korean movies when I'm in the airplane, things like that.
Korean movies.
Just give it one full episode.
The last one I really enjoyed was 1,000 pound beauty.
Yeah, bro.
I really like that.
That's so good.
What is that? Is that a movie?
One. Yeah, it's a Korean. Korean
she's
movie.
So pretty. I was like, oh my god.
I would do a movie, but if it has
a really good song too.
It is. Really
it has a banger of a song.
What year did this come out?
It was so long ago. I was like a little kid when I saw this. I don't even know.
Mine
was Old Boy.
Old Boy, dude. It's the original.
So I'll give a review for mine though. Before I ask for your review for your, I think I would give my 1,000 Pound Beauty a 10 out of 10.
Oh, you took my score.
It's 200 Pound Beauty.
200 Pound Beauty.
1,000 Pound Beauty.
That's it. She might as well look 1,000.
Dude, that's crazy.
Oh my god, dude, that's so bad.
That's crazy. Do you think 10
out of 10?
That's crazy.
1,000 out of 1,000.
Honestly, Old Boy was one of those first breakout Korean films back in the day.
What is it about?
Old Boy? It's about this guy, and I'm pretty sure it's North Korea. He escapes, and he comes back, and he grows up, falls in love with this chick.
Okay.
Like a younger woman
from South Korea.
I think so. Don't quote me on this. It's been a while, sure. But I just remember watching it.
For the 1,000 pound.
It was so. Old Boy is so mind blowing. It came out a long time ago, and it was one of those dude, Korean films go hard, fucking crazy. I want to say on the realm of craziness, Fight Club, how that was such a shit, that's crazy.
So 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? Okay.
It's on the side of Parasite. Dude,
I heard it was good.
So good.
I have a little love hate with watching Korean stuff.
Yeah.
We got to talk about K-pop stuff. Korean. We're
talking about DC. We're talking about
Korean movies. I don't watch too many.
Maybe we all need to expand our horizons.
Yeah.
I don't either. I just get way too hooked on those.
Yeah, exactly.
Wanting to know what's gonna happen next.
But dude, that one Korean reality TV show where they were just introducing people.
Oh, Inferno Island or something.
They have the same. Yeah, they have the same plastic surgery. No, I'm Asian.
I've actually seen that.
And I'm like, why does the same person keep walking in slow motion?
I was dating Korean chick.
I don't understand how you're able to pick and choose from
features.
One of them are bigger.
It's essentially the surgeon.
Their signature lump.
Signature lump here. Jesus. You know, the jaws tilted 21.
I think that's what I don't agree so much with Korean culture in that like cosmetic beauty.
Do you know that that's like almost in every Asian? Vietnamese do that too. Like you do the double eyelid all the time.
But Korea is like the most.
Yeah, they're the most advanced in it.
Yeah, but they're like every culture of Asia looks at Koreans and be like, "Wow."
I remember a time when I was little, everyone made fun of Koreans so much. It comes so ugly.
Right. Japanese used to be like, "I want to look like that," and then it became Chinese, and then it became Korea.
Yeah, it's Korea. Korea's having the spotlight right now.
Who's next?
Vietnam probably is.
I don't know. Maybe.
It could be Singapore had a chance. Singapore is weird because Singapore is rich, but then also Thailand was like stuck. They're stuck in the tourist economy. They can't get out of that. It looks like Vietnam may get out of that because it does have a lot of tourism, but also is manufacturing. So there's a chance, but it's a communist country, so I don't really know. What do you get?
What do I get? Yeah. Like order?
Yeah,
I always get a sandwich. The special combination,
that's a good duck beer.
And the spring roll.
Wow, that's a true.
How do you say spring roll? The pork and shrimp.
Goigung. Yeah.
Goigung and duck beer.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's a bad word.
Everybody says it though. It's like do my get the duck.
Don't say that. What the heck? I hear that either.
I feel like
you're hanging out with bad word speaking Vietnamese Nazi.
Speaking of, we should try this.
Is that what we're eating tonight?
Are we gonna eat there tonight?
Oh God.
Oh, Vietnamase steak.
Is that a thing?
Filet mignon with meatball, pate, egg, salad.
Are they open tonight?
And a baguette.
Yeah.
It's all
on a sizzling platter.
Sizzling platter, yeah. One of the fajita things.
What are we eating tonight? It's not home eats, because home eats, if you're listening, you changed. You changed too much. You took our hot sauces. You took our favorite dish. And you took
boiled chicken, right?
You fucking added $2.
Boiled beef.
Boiled beef. Put it back. And the hours is no longer friendly.
Oh, they don't open late now.
I'm so heartbroken. Still love Joe though.
I don't really know, man. So yeah, that was a killer for the home eats from last time.
Yep.
Shoot. So what's the next place we won't go eat again?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll let people know what we decide next time. Cool, man.
I'm a thumbs up. I can't wait.
You're not gonna? Are you gonna watch it with us?
Not a movie guy.
Oh no. My god.
I'm not a movie theater.
You could fall asleep on my
only in the sushi place.
Okay. I'm the bad guy.